only thing that we really know how to do is just put it in music or, make it a punchline or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we really lost touch with how to stand up for certain things, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And one thing that I try to encourage, like with my brothers, man, I had a conversation with like the young kids that look up to me, that run up to me for this music thing. Like, yeah, I want to rap too. And I'm like, yo, listen, man, don't just limit yourself. You can do anything.
Yeah.
Saying, and I'm one of those people. Like I know coming up for a long time, I wanted to be a doctor. And the reason why I wanted to be a doctor because my grandmother was a nurse. I thought it was so cool. I go to work with her and I see her in the hospital helping people. I'm like, oh, this is so cool. This is so cool. And I found love within the music, and that's a real thing. Like if this is your real passion, this is really something that you want to do. That's dope. You know what I'm saying? But now you got people that are just taking it as an easy way out. You know what I'm saying? Like, so one thing that I think is like, coming up and just, I want to tell other people that you could be other things, man. It doesn't just have to be, just the rapper, the producer. There's other ways to be successful. And you don't need the celebrity. Like, honestly, man, if I could do this, and, I'm a real private person, man. I'm real, like, personal. I'm a personal person, man. I don't really like putting everything out there.
Right.
Like, I'm on the social medias, man. I'm not really, I'm not the person that has, a million tweets or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
In 3 seconds. Some people are that talented, they can do a million tweets in 3 seconds. I can't really.
Okay.
I haven't caught up to. I don't have the technology to do that yet. But or like Instagram, and they put out like everything. There's some moments that are very personal to me. Mm-hmm. There's some people that in my life that I cherish, and I would feel like if I'm gonna put myself out there and be successful, and in this game, there's an amount of fame that you have to endure. I don't want to have other people around me have to deal with that.
Right.
I want you to be able to live your regular life. You know what I'm saying? And people don't get to see that side.
Right.
You don't get to see that side of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I go out. People run up on me. We have conversations. I love talking. I love talking to the fans outside. I love talking to people about they're interested in what we got going on next.
Mm-hmm.
All that stuff is dope. You know what I'm saying? All of it is dope. But I wouldn't really want, for anybody else that doesn't have to go through that to go through that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you don't really need the celebrity, man. Like I would much rather just be successful. But it's just that one thing about this music thing is like there's a lot of celebrity and fame that come with it. Everything kind of, now the photographer is famous, the engineer is famous, everybody's famous. So when you're dealing with this, it's just glorified. It looks glamorous, but you know what I'm saying?
It's like a two-edged sword,
Yeah, man, be a lawyer, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Do something dope like that and have your family and live comfortable. You can do that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Be a CEO of a company, a successful company, you know what I'm saying? Be the president of a company. It's possible, man. A lot of people
definitely is.
Out, man. But I have people that I know that have done it. You know what I'm saying? And I look up to them a lot. And they're making good money, and they're supporting their families, and they can still walk through a mall without anybody knowing who they are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they probably got. And these are the real people that they got more money than that rapper or that singer that you glorifying. They can still walk through that mall. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody knows who they are or nothing.
Nobody knows, man. You know what I'm saying? So I just wish that coming up, that it was a little bit different with everybody just kind of glorifying the artist as like the only thing. And this is more so like us, like this is what we do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
As entertainers and stuff like that, we make it like this is just so. But I also, it's kind of like if we are successful, I feel like the system is designed to make us think that that's all that we can be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we're basketball players, we're actors, and we're rappers, but we're much more than that, man. We could definitely be whatever it is, But what I do, man, I look at a lot of history, man. There's a lot of stuff that I learned, like in historical events, coming up in school, man, there's certain things that just wasn't told.
Yeah,
So
they hide it from us. It seems like.
yeah, like everybody comes out now with like Columbus Day just passed, so
Yeah.
everybody wants to talk shit about Columbus. But, you know what I'm saying? Back in the day, nobody cared. You know what I'm saying? Columbus, he discovered, and in your head, that was it. He discovered America. You didn't question it.
No, ain't much about it. That's all it was. Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't really have a brain for yourself. You know what I'm saying? But when you get older, you got to make that decision. Are you gonna think for yourself? Are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Do what you do as an individual, or are you gonna be a follower?
Right.
I try to lead, man. I am a leader in what I do, man, and it took me a while because I would watch my little brothers, and they'd be like, "Dang, man, I gotta get a Gucci belt, I gotta get a Louis belt, I gotta get this." They want to look like everybody else that they see, and just copy and mimic. And it's kind of like the stuff that doesn't matter really consumes.
Right.
And one thing is like you just everybody is not fortunate enough to come from these situations where they can have these things. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If you driving around in a Mercedes. You know what I'm saying? You got a Mercedes and you see somebody else in a Mercedes, you don't really mean nothing. But you driving around in a bucket and you see somebody in a Mercedes, that shit means something, man.
It means a lot. It means a lot, real shit.
Yeah, it touch you. So like, that's the mentality that we have. It's kind of like to hate on each other rather than, build together and kind of like try to, build each other up and become successful, make this money,
right,
put it back into our community and stuff like that. So it's kind of like. And not even to sound like I'm preaching or whatever, but this is just real shit, man. These are straight facts, man. Like, this is really happening every day.
Mm-hmm.
And, that's why when we coming out, man, even with me, man, I do what I do. And it's not like I'm the biggest artist or whatever, but, I get a show, I do something. Sikai's on the bill. You're going to have a bunch of people like, fuck Sikai, you know what I'm saying? Because it's hard to deal with that type of success, man. A lot of people don't know how to get that success for themselves. So instead of trying to like link up with the person that might be able to help, they decided to
tear them down, break them down.
Fuck that dude. And, I smack that dude when I see him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All that stuff that I don't really get involved with, man. I just kind of stay focused on the grind work, man. Because I've been putting it in.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, none of that stuff really matters, man. It doesn't get you anywhere. Hating never got anybody anywhere. Trust me, man.
Nope.
So, I kind of like, we linked up with cats, and it's been successful this far. I wouldn't change it, man. It's a slow pace, man. Like, everybody wants it so bad. He wants, like, if you're a real fan of Sikai, they're like, damn, I want Sikai to be there so bad. I think the world needs to hear this. You know what I'm saying? But I tell my fans and I tell the people around me that really, enjoy the music. I'm like, listen, man, it's coming. Just be patient. Because I was one of them guys. I was worried about, like, this rapper and that rapper and this artist and that artist. Like, dang, they're so successful. And that should be me, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, coming up, that's how you feel.
Real talk, slow and steady wins the race, man.
Yeah, you want to be the best, and that's what it is, man. It's natural. If you do this, man, it's competitive. Hip hop is one of the most competitive genres out there, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you want to be on top. No matter what, you know what I'm saying? So, like, my main thing, I'm making music, and, like, everybody that's local, they just looking at me like, I want to be better than Sikai. And I'm like, nah, you don't need to be looking at me, dog. You need to be looking at, like, Drake. Hendrick and them, like, you want to be better than them, you know what I'm saying? They on top right now, because that's what I'm looking at. I'm not doing it to be better than MC such and such down the street. I'm doing it, you know what I'm saying, to be the best in the world, you know what I'm saying? So I look at it, like, on a wide scale. And yeah, man, that's kind of what like influences me to just be better every day, man, and just like it's fun when you hear another artist come out and it feels like they giving like competition.
Mm-hmm.
Saying, and I think that's the reason why I love when I hear like a dope album come out, like what I'm saying, like I heard Drake album come out and it was a bunch of different mixed responses and whatnot, but I actually liked the album. I thought the album was dope.
That's what's up.
And when I hear something like that, and I think it's dope, it's very inspiring for me to go and create my own music. If you hear a bunch of weak shit, It's not really gonna do anything for you, man. It's gonna just, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna just start emulating that sound.
Right.
You can tell when there's music that has no substance behind it, because usually that person ends up being just the person that's there for the moment, rather than the long haul. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not really giving much more than that. There's nothing more to the person. So, and maybe that's your intention. Sometimes with certain artists, they're like, yo, that's all I really wanted. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't really a rapper. I just wanted to get one hit, and then I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? So you can say what you want about them, but they got their money. You know what I'm saying? And you have to respect that no matter. So, it's just, and I got different agendas. My agenda is actually to be remembered and to be, one of the best at it, best doing it, man. And I think I got a different story. I got something, different to bring to the table.
Mm-hmm.
This whole Connecticut thing, man. People kind of make it a big deal because of the fact that that people are not coming out of here every day. But I love where I come from, and like I said, if I could make it so that people realize that there's talent out here and there's things going on, that's one of the dopest things that can happen, man. Honestly.
That's what's up. Yeah, one last question for you, because we're running low on time and space.
Yeah.
So, your name is Sikai, right?
Yeah.
How did you come up with that name? Like, is that your government name, or?
Nah. Well, I don't know if you remember back in the day, everybody used to, I sound so old for saying that, man. Every time I say back in the day, man, I feel old. But nah, you remember everybody used to be like ill or sick?
Yeah.
Or, you say, oh, he's hot. That dude's hot when he raps. He got hot songs. This dude was sick when he spit. When everybody used to talk about spitting.
Yeah.
So, coming up, everybody called me Kai. It was like my nickname from my government name. And anytime I rap, they be like, yo, you sick, man. You sick, Kai. You sick. I was like, all right, well, Sikai, you know what I'm saying? I'm Sikai, you know what I mean? So, that's the name now, man, the Sikai. And then, this is how you know that it was like really, really, it was a different game when I was coming up, because my full name was Sikai the Sick One.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like, like that Chance the Rapper kind of effect. Like anybody that's influenced by like the old school, it's kind of, those were the names that was out there.
Right.
Like somebody the something.
Definitely.
Like that. So, of course we dropped it, it's just Sikai, but I still be on the tracks, saying Sick and Sick One and all that stuff, because it's still me.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? And this is basically how I feel on that day that I'm recording the track, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that's pretty much how that came about, man.
That's what's up. I like that. That's pretty dope. I like that story. We should.
Definitely, man.
All right, man. I'm going to cut it short. Definitely like to do this again. Thank you for the interview.
No doubt, man. Anytime, man, And I want to give you a drop for the blog. You said it's called, what was the name?
Taology. T-A-U. Taology. Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Taology, man. Definitely appreciative of the blog and the interview. And I hope, man, we keep in touch, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely will. Definitely. You're a real dude, dog. Real talk. You real.
Many more to come, man. It's a lot going on, man. So
definitely
stay tuned,
Definitely will, man. Good looking out, man.
No doubt, baby.
All right, bro.
All right.
Cheers.